guys, so we're back. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Scandal, Season 7, the final season, Episode 8, Robin. So now it's really the quest to figure out, is Quinn really dead? That's all that really matters. Is Quinn really dead, or is Shonda trying to go and pull the okie doke on us like she normally does? Now, the episode, it starts off, we see Rowan, Papa Pope, and Papa Pope, he has this body, this clearly this female body, in the car, in the back, the trunk of a car, and he lights the body on fire. And then he calls, oh, how kind, he calls to let the authorities know that I believe there's, you know, a car on fire. Well, let's continue. Now we see Miss Olivia. Miss Olivia, she's there, she's shook, because they're just like, oh my God, there's a body. There's a body, it's a female body, and they see a corpse. And they realize it's Quinn. You know, they're convinced that it's Quinn. I'm not yet convinced that it's Quinn, but they're convinced that it's Quinn. So let's move forward saying that it's Quinn. Now, Millie comes down and tells Olivia that I'm so sorry. She goes and she consoles Charlie, and she's like, oh my God, you know, I really appreciated, you know, her, and she was a part of my detail at one moment. So my condolences. I said, that's great, Millie. That's great. That's great, Millie. Go away, Millie. Go away. But the only reason why she was needed for this moment was to tell Olivia that take all the time you need. You don't need to rush to the office. Why would Olivia want to... Why would she want to stay there when she's the one that aided in this woman's death? She feels guilty. Now she has to be all around Quinn's loved ones and just think about Quinn, talk about Quinn. That's not what she wants. But we see Cyrus. He's at his office. His assistant comes in, and Cyrus is trying to figure out, so why do I always can't get his name right whenever I need it? Lachlan. Why? Where's Lachlan's plane? When is he coming back? He's super excited. He's super happy. Listen to this. So he's excited that Bay's coming back. I said, oh, great, beautiful. Back at Pope and Quinn and Associate. I mean, whatever it's going to be called now. We see that they're trying to figure out what's the best method to bury Quinn, to lay Quinn's body to rest. They're looking at these caskets. Charlie says, no, forget a casket. I want Quinn to go out like a G. I want to cremate her, use her ashes, put it as gunpowder in these bullets, and we shoot it at her adversaries. That's exactly what I want to do. And everyone's looking at him like, what is wrong with you? What are you thinking? He looks at Olivia. Olivia says, if that's what you want to do, then let's do it. Olivia is broken. Olivia is acting exactly how we thought she would act when she would go and do something so terrible, so dastardly. Now, Huck, being Huck, can't leave well enough alone. He figures, wait a minute now, something doesn't smell right. And he realizes there was a weird pin that was with her. Olivia knows exactly what pin that is because that's the pin that she gave her from that ex-president first lady. But this is Olivia trying to cover her tracks, so she has to act like, I have no idea. I have no idea. Cyrus, Lachlan comes to Cyrus and dumps him. And Cyrus is trying to figure out why. Lachlan's definitely just giving that, I'm scared of you, I don't know what you're thinking. I immediately realized, oh, this has to do with the kidnapping. That was the only thing that possibly made sense. Now, Huck, he's just talking about how everything was supposed to be perfect. You know, I had everything arranged perfectly for your wedding. You will have loved it. It was beautiful. The way that the crystals will have hit the light, it would have been amazing. Mind you, he's talking to Quinn's dead, burnt corpse about all of this. But he's also promising her, like, look, we start something and it's not over. That is the love of his life. You know, he loved her so much, he was willing to give her someone. Ooh, that's the type of love I don't know. I don't. But we know that Huck is going to figure out what's going on. Something doesn't add up. Jake has to go and deliver the bones. Deliver the bones. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This doesn't make sense. So Eli wanted his bones back. He said, if you give me back my bones, aside from whatever else I want, then you can have Quinn. Eli still shot someone. Jake is pissed because Jake's like, we really have to go down this route. And Eli was like, I want my bones. This is what happens when you don't give me what I want. I'm looking at Eli like, sir, why do you still have bones? Are those different bones? Are those the same type of bones? This doesn't make sense to me. Why do you get to have bones back? Anyway, Olivia is back at home, and of course Fitz gets there. Fitz is there, and she's like, look, I came here, and he has some alcohol. Olivia's looking at him like, what? If it wasn't for you going and, lighting a fire under my father, then none of this would have happened. I said, Olivia. Olivia. Now, let's not play the blame game. Let's not do that, because we can flip this on you quick, fast, and in a hurry. Trust. We can. We sure can. We will. Fitz looked at her like, where are your friends at? Where are your friends? You have friends? Oh, I see. I see Jack Daniels, Henny, Scotch. Olivia had that look of, how dare you? And she took the bottle. And she was so upset and started drinking. I said, oh, and kicks him out. I was kind of glad that they didn't have the usual romper. In my mind, I was just saying, Olivia, don't him. Olivia, don't him. He's still the president. He's still a present. Now, Cyrus comes home. And when I say home, I mean the vice president's office, because he has nothing else now. So he's at the White House. He sees Jake and accuses Jake of messing with his relationship. And Jake says, wait a minute now. I don't even know what you're talking about. Well, if you're talking about Lackland? No, I hope he's doing well. Oh, so you do know. The point is, I don't have time to care about your super pay relationship. I don't care. I don't care. I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. I have more important things to worry about. Okay? Thank you. But he did that in the calm. I don't care about your relationship, whatever you have going on. I don't. Red comes home. Oh, let me stop. Abby comes home and she opens the door, sees Huck. Like, what were you doing there? Huck was there in the dark being his usual creepy, brooding self. And Huck needs to go and show her. So there was a pin. No. You need to see this. There was a pin. I did the research. Olivia was the one that went and checked out the pin. Olivia lied and said that she didn't know where the pin came from or whose pin it was. And then I checked Olivia's credentials. I hacked into her phone. You hacked into her phone? Of course he did, because this is Huck we're talking about. I hacked into her phone and she lied. She lied. She was like a couple of blocks away from the monument, the place where Quinn was last seen. She lied. She lied. And so Abby's like, this is Olivia. This is Olivia. Why would you do this? Huck, this is crazy. Go. I'm kicking you out because I can't go and be a part of this. No, you're barking up the wrong fence. Don't even. I'm thinking, Abby, you idiot. You played this all wrong. You should have been like, all right, Huck, let me hear what you have to say. Build a case against him and be like, okay, so Olivia, girl, you in danger. Huck is off in the deep end. I need to go, because this is how things get out of hand. This is how things get out of hand. But Abby's so blind. She is so blind. I can't even call it loyalty. She's just so blind. Huck, figuring he has nowhere else to go, he goes to Fitz. And he's talking to Fitz, and Fitz is like, I'm sorry. I tried, but she's lost. She's lost, but she's just different. And Huck, once he heard that was his confirmation. He was so thankful because he knew that something was different about Olivia. And the fact that Fitz even saw it meant that, okay, it is possible that she could have gone off the deep end. I said, dang it, Fitz, dang it. Oh. Now, Cyrus, he goes and talks to Lackland, and Lackland tells him, I went and searched. I'm not stupid. I'm a billionaire. You really think I got here just believing what people said? My intuition's always right, and I knew something was scheduled with the whole little story about the oranges dude. Charlie. Yeah, he used to work for some sketchy people. He was a gun for hire. So those are the type of people you're running with, and I know that you knew them because you worked with them before. So why are you trying to go and lie to me and act like, oh, you don't know, and it was just some crazy... No. No. I got too close to something. Your people got sick on me, and now you're trying to go and act like I'm the crazy one. You're dark. There's something evil about you. I can't work with you. I can't be with you. Cyrus looked at him and said, excuse me. I know this isn't the same thing, but let's be very clear. You're the type of person that wanted to go and essentially bribe someone with a painting so that you could go and just woo that person. Lackland flipped that mess and said, Cyrus, I sure did. I did that, but that was because I actually liked you. Liked, as in past tense. And most importantly, you proved my point. Maybe I shouldn't have been with someone in the first place versus with someone who accepted the painting. Meaning that even though you knew it was some type of bribe, you took it anyway. So that just shows they're corrupt on all ends. Now, Olivia, she's at home and she's drinking. She's drinking because she's been tasked with the responsibility of typing the eulogy, doing the eulogy for Quinn. Now, while this is going on and Olivia's drinking, she's getting sauced up. She's taking that bottle that Fitz gave her. She keeps trying to type something. She can't. She starts writing something. She can't. She can't because she feels so guilty. She's so guilt-ridden. While that's going on, Huck is at an AA meeting. Huck's been like, I've been sober for 48 months, and, you know, I'm just at a place right now. I feel like I can't do it anymore. I feel like, you know, that special dark Hennessy drink is calling me. Now, while he's doing that at the AA meeting, which, for me, I'm thinking, wait, is this Huck's way? Is his AA meeting really about alcohol, or is it about killing and getting back to that bad place where he was essentially just like Jack the Ripper? And I'm thinking, 48 months? That's a couple of years. I didn't think about it at the time, but I said, that's over 4 years. Wow. But now we see that Huck opened the tool chest. Now, I don't know if it was the one that he gave to Quinn, because remember, she got her own, or if it's his. But he opened it up while thinking of Olivia. That is dangerous because we know Huck. We thought Huck could never hurt Olivia. We thought that Olivia was the one person that grounded Huck, that Huck needed more than life itself. But maybe the love that he had for Quinn was so prominent and dominant that now it's replaced his feelings for the Olivia, because the Olivia that he loved and respected and held on to for dear life is gone. She is gone. Now we see Abby. Oh my. Let me center myself. Abby and David, they go talking. Abby's holding on to the urn that contains Quinn's ashes while David's looking at her like, honey, you drove here. Why do you need for me to go and drive you? Abby said, you know, it's crazy because I got here and then once they gave me the ashes and I sat down and I was already partially discombobulated, but then I realized I'm not in the mental capacity state to go and handle the responsibilities of the road, and I just can't. It's just too much. It's just too much. And of course, David's there, but things take a turn because Abby talks about how she's upset that they even cremated her, because she's like, if it was me, I want a beautiful, classic, regal casket. And I want flowers everywhere. David said, nah, forget all that. I want a tombstone. I said, are we really doing this? And he kind of called himself as well and said, all right, let me give you a drive home. Let's stop talking about this before I am incapacitated and unable to drive. Now, Huck, he gets back to Hope, something in Associates, and he hears a sound. So he gets his gun. And it's Olivia, just like I figured. Olivia's plastered, and she's still wearing her white hat. Remember that signature bad white hat? It's back. It looks a little different. But she's wearing it. She doesn't look like the same Olivia. She looks sloppy. She looks stressed. The wig is a little crooked off. I said, oh my God. Now, mind you, Huck still held on to that gun for dear life. He was listening to Olivia talk. And Olivia, while she was drunk, she was talking about how, see, look at this hat. Remember how I used to wear this and it still fits? And Abby kept it. But it just doesn't look the same. It just used to be white. It used to be, something about it used to be different. No, it's not the hat. It's the owner. It's the wearer of the hat. And Olivia was just like, look, we are gladiators, but you know what? You know where I got that from? The gladiators in Rome, they got eaten up by the lions. So that's what, yeah, we are gladiators, but we lost. We lost, we're losing, we're stanking, and I don't know what to do about it. It's over. I don't know how to, I don't know how to recover from this. I don't know how to be better from this. I don't. Listen to this. She was really losing it. I mean, she was like, you know, it's just a mess. The bloodbath and the aftermath. It's like dinner and a show. I said, Olivia, you need to go. And then she goes and gives Huck this really weird kiss on the cheek, like, be good. And I'm just like, Olivia, Huck didn't, you were so plastered, you didn't even think about the fact that Huck didn't let go of that gun. He was still ready. He was hearing everything you say, having your mental breakdown, realize, oh my God. She did it. She did something. She's never been the, the anchor is gone. The anchor is gone. She's completely lost it. Now, next day, we see Abby. She comes in. She sees Charlie doing what he said he wanted to do for Quinn, putting her ashes into bullets. And he starts helping her. I said, oh. I mean, she starts helping him. I said, oh. Papa Pope has some bones again? Now, Papa Pope, it's funny because he doesn't really look happy. He looks like he's thinking. He just has this look of, so it's come to this, huh? And the whole time I'm thinking, are those new bones? Are those the original bones? And if so, why does he get them back? That makes no sense. But then Huck comes and starts helping the whole crew. Papa Pope, he's setting up the bones. And I'm just looking at this like, is this for real right now? And they're driving to, I guess, the little area in the woods where they're going to have Quinn's funeral. And I felt like it was supposed to mean something, that area, because I said all of them lined up like that. This is supposed to mean something. This area is supposed to mean something. I completely missed it. If it did, please let me know what I missed. Now, Olivia, the guilt got to her. The alcohol got to her. She couldn't think of anything. She was just like, this is horrible. This is horrible. This is tragic. Charlie said, I agree. It's fine. It sure is. I couldn't have said it better myself. So now everyone goes, takes the gun, takes a bullet, and shoots it into something. I don't know if it was just the ground. That's the thing. That's the part I didn't get. And I'm so upset that I didn't get why they were just shooting it into the ground or into something on the ground. Charlie's moment was when Quinn was at the shooting range.
You're weird.
Huck was when, oh my God, it's crazy because I said, how long ago was that? Because Huck looked like a completely different person. I said, what? What? I was just looking at it like, what? Really? Huck? That's the same Huck? You sure? That's the same Quinn? You sure? Now, for Marcus, it was when Quinn was essentially telling him when Marcus had, facial hair. And I said, dang, they really should. Wow. And Quinn was giving him that pep talk. And for Abby, it was when Quinn decided that she was going to keep the baby. And Abby's like, the baby, we got the baby covered. Don't worry about it. I think for David, it was when they were like, okay, there has to be another way we can figure this out. And she was like, no, there's not. We just have to accept it. For Jake, it was when Olivia was found safe and sound and Quinn fell into his, I should say, chest. And for Olivia, it was when she gave Quinn Pope and Associates, and it became Perkins and Associates. Huh. And all I'm thinking is they're really trying to convince us that Quinn is gone, that Quinn is dead, that she's dead. And I'm just looking at them like, nah. Now, we see that back at Pope and Associates, Marcus gets them some alcohol and they start drinking. What's his name? Cyrus, he's looking at the painting that his ex got him, and an idea sparks in his head. But it was weird. While everyone was drinking at Pope and Associates, Marcus had this moment where he said, it's funny because Quinn, we would always go to this vegan spot and she would get, argue about why you have to pay extra for this sauce. And I'm thinking, Quinn loved cheeseburgers. Quinn loved vegan where? Where? Because I don't remember that. Now, Abby upsets Huck because Huck's like, why did you, because Abby called Olivia and said, are you coming to Pope and Perkins and Associates or what? Gladiators and Associates. Are you coming or what? And Abby called an hour ago. Now, Huck still feels a certain way. Huck is still like, why did you go and do that? And more importantly, why isn't she here yet? What's going on? You know why she's not there? It's because Olivia went to Fitz. And her and Fitz had she was upset because she just felt so guilty. She didn't tell Fitz why. But they get to kissing and the hugging and the smooching. And I'm looking like, Charlie, when he goes and leaves, David, when he goes and leaves, he sees Charlie and realizes that Charlie never left to go home. Charlie said, I can't go home. There's too many baby stuff. There's too many stuff about Quinn there. I can't. So Red and Charlie, they go there instead. And while they're dismantling a crib, they see, what is this USB doing here? This doesn't make sense. Clearly it was meant to be found by someone eventually. And so now I'm thinking, okay, was that Quinn telling us her location? Was that Papa Pope? Who was it? Speaking of Papa Pope, Charlie goes to Papa Pope and pleads and says, I really want work. I really want to work for you again. I don't have anything. If I go home, I was becoming a different person because of my fiance. Now she's dead. That different person's gone. Now it's just me again. And Papa Pope had that look of, son, you really shouldn't be here. Just think about what you're asking before you come back, because it's a lot. Being a part of my world and what I do is a lot. And I said, Charlie, get together. You can't join. Charlie, this dude, Charlie, he kidnapped Charlie. I was just screaming like, no. I was like, Papa Pope, you let him back and you trash. You just trash forever. But then we hear, I said, this baby. Charlie said, you better get out of my way. Runs upstairs, see a little baby girl. Couldn't have been more than definitely not a month old, but couldn't have been more than a couple of days. She looked nice and clean and prepped and ready to go. And I said, what is going on here? Charlie went and started strangling Papa Pope for life because he was like, wait. And he just started strangling him. And he was like, ah. And I said, yes. And Papa was like, ah. And I said, yeah, just keep strangling him. I know he's not going to die, but come on. Put the vice grip. Come on. So next week, we're going to see what really happened to Quinn. Because we don't have time to waste. This is already episode 8. It was entitled Robin because that's Quinn's name. Now, like I said, we're going to see what really happens. I 100% believe that's Quinn's baby. But now I'm just trying to figure out where's Quinn. And if she's really dead, then, oh well. At least the baby's here.